Hey guys, I have two different brands of golf gloves, but they look virtually identical. They both have a black strap and the white logo, and they're made out of Cabretta leather. But this one right here from Titleist costs $35.99, and this 4-pack from Kirkland was $29.99. So I'm just wondering, is this glove a lot better than this 4-pack right here, which is a fraction of the cost? So what I'm going to be doing is blindfolding myself to get a first impression of these gloves, see which one I like better, and then afterwards I'm going to be using both of these gloves extensively to see how long that they last, and I'll give my final thoughts then. Now, quick disclaimer, I actually have already tried on and used this Titleist glove at the range before, and I did like how the feeling was, but that was like 3 weeks ago, so I honestly forget what this feels like. I did really enjoy using this, but I did worry about wearing it out, and for $35, I was like, ooh, I really want to like baby this glove here. So that's kind of what spawned the purchase of these gloves right here. I don't want to be shelling out $35 repeatedly for gloves, especially as I'm practicing a lot, going to the range a lot more. I mean, you shouldn't really use kind of nice gloves at the range, or unless maybe if these are a good contender. So this is kind of what spawned the video idea, because I'm genuinely curious. Will these gloves be good enough and offer some great value? I actually haven't tried these on yet, but at the back there's a thing that measures your hand. I just picked the medium large, and that's the size of this Titleist one. Unravel this one. Okay, took it out of the bag. Then we took Titleist one, so we have the Titleist one and the Kirkland one. I'm now going to blindfold myself, and now my wife will hand me these gloves, and then we'll decide which one I like more based off of first impressions.
You can pick.
Okay.
Okay, start with that one.
Okay. Okay, first impression feels very soft. Feels very thin too. It looks like I have a lot of feeling to it. The fit does feel pretty good. I do have longer skinny fingers, so there's probably a lot of material. Actually, I can't even tell if my hand's in frame. Is my hand in frame?
Yep.
Okay. The fit down here by my wrist there's a lot of gapping, but you know, I just have kind of skinny hands, so I think that's normal on most gloves. But the fingers themselves fit pretty good. I like the feeling. I'm just gonna try and pick up my club here. Is this in frame?
Yeah.
Is the grip in frame? Okay, holding on to the club. I mean, it's kind of an awkward angle. I'm not even sure if this iron's gonna hit the wall or something like that. It feels like there is actually a bit of material on the palm. I wish it had a bit of a snugger fit, and maybe that's just me picking slightly the wrong size, but the fingertips do fit pretty snug, so I don't know if I could go back down to a medium. Overall though, the glove is nice and lightweight, soft, and I like the feel overall. It's very comfortable, so I will reserve my opinion on which glove this is till I try on the second one. So this is the second glove now. Okay, this one feels a lot more stiff. The other one felt softer. Also, the fingers feel a lot more snug. I think this will be a bit better on my palm. So there's less material on the palm, which is good because then I'm able to grasp this and there's not too much bunched material. The fingertips though, I can feel the seam right at the tip of my finger. I'm hoping though this leather kind of expands, because if this doesn't, then it is a tiny bit snug. But I would worry if I go up to a large, then it probably would be too big. This is a comfortable glove and everything like that, but I do think this is probably the Kirkland one. The other one, the leather quality just seemed a bit better. It felt lighter, softer, but I think the fit, especially in the palm, fit better, and it's not as loose here. Even though I think the other one was the Titleist one and this one's the Kirkland, I do think this glove will actually be pretty good, except for the fingertips, which we'll see if this kind of stretches out later on. I'm going to take off the blindfold now and let's see if I got this correct. So I do think this is the Kirkland one, and let's just see if I am right. Oh, Honestly, I am actually impressed with the Kirkland. It's not as comfortable as the Titleist, but the fit does seem a lot better. So it has been 2 months later. I have used both of these gloves extensively. I've used them when there's been some light drizzle, when it's been really warm out and my hands been sweating. I believe in that period of time, I played about 3 or so rounds in each of the gloves, and they've had lots of repetitions at the driving range and also during golf lessons. So now that I've worn these gloves for an extended period of time, I just want to first off address my first impressions. I said that the Kirkland had a bit less material on the palm, and I think that was just because I had it on a bit more snug than the Titleist one, because when I refasten the Titleist glove right now, it fits more or less like the Kirkland, so the sizing is more or less the same. And then so as you can see right now, these gloves have a decent amount of wear on them. They are starting to get discolored, just from sweat, dirt, and stuff like that, but that's expected. The only really mark, let me see if this shows up on camera, it's so faint kind of, is there's a little tear right here by the index finger, but other than that, there is no holes or anything else. But even like in the palm where you can see it's a lot more dirty and stuff like that, still no rips or tears or anything, and this is the Kirkland one. And then same thing with the Titleist. There's some coloring here, but as far as any holes or rips or anything like that, nothing yet. The index finger, yeah, nothing around there. So overall, I'd say as far as durability is concerned, these gloves are holding up. As far as comfort, I would have to give the slight edge to the Titleist one. It's just a lot more softer, and that being said though, the Kirkland one isn't uncomfortable by any means, and actually when I wear this Kirkland one, I wear it for an extended period of time, I try it on and off, and it still feels like a very comfortable glove. It's not until I actually try the Titleist one on right after it, then I think, whoa, the Titleist one, way more comfortable. But if I didn't have this Titleist one to compare to, I would say that this glove is fairly comfortable. So yeah, I definitely give the edge to the Titleist one as far as comfort. And as far as the fit, I do think the Titleist one does fit better actually. First off, I just want to point out, you see, I have to tighten it pretty much a lot, but there is not a lot of material on the palm anymore, but I can't really size down just because, my fingers are long, so they're already at the tip right here. But yeah, the Titleist one does fit very good. Also just because the leather is very comfortable, it's nice and soft. I like the feeling of it when you're holding a club. It almost feels like you're not wearing a glove. And this glove, I think, holds its shape better. It feels a bit more snug and form-fitting, because when I just put on this Kirkland one, I don't know if it really picks up on the camera, but when I don't even strap it up, it just feels like it's stretched out a bit more. So this is for reference, this is the Kirkland. And then the Titleist, yeah, I don't know if this will actually pick up on camera, but you can definitely feel the difference of just how much more kind of stretched out this one gets than this. I don't know if that's just due to the quality of the leather or, I'm not sure, but that's just a feeling that I have. But that being said, when I put on the Kirkland, that aside, tighten it up, still a very comfortable glove. One drawback of the Titleist one is, I think it's just because due to it being like maybe a thinner leather, the sweat stains do show up when you're playing more easily than the Kirkland one. I don't believe I really saw much showing up on the Kirkland, but after the round, I don't know if this will show. After the round though, they aren't there, but during your round, I don't know if that's a bother for you or not. Alright, so out of these two gloves, which one would I recommend? And I think you really cannot say no to the value of this Kirkland glove. I think it is a very comfortable glove. It does feel a bit more durable, and maybe that's just because the leather is a tiny bit more thicker, so it kind of just gives that illusion of being more durable. But then again, I just feel more confident taking this out to the range, and maybe it is just because since 4 of these gloves cost the same as one of these, I can be a bit more careless But obviously I still want to treat this glove nicely because it is a nice glove. After all, I don't want to just wear out a glove for the sake of wearing out a glove, right? But for the value that you get out of this, I think this is a very good glove. It does feel very nice. It's very comfortable. The fit is very nice, but we obviously are just comparing it to the Titleist one, which does have a bit of an edge. But does that really warrant, spending 4 times as much on a glove when you can get this, 4 of these gloves for the price of 1? I don't think you can really argue that. I would highly recommend you guys trying out the Kirkland one for yourself because this will beat like those synthetic leather gloves all day. So highly recommend this glove. That being said, if you guys want to treat yourself, I would get a Titleist glove. It does feel very comfortable. I do love this glove. I would only reserve this glove though for playing around in. I don't want to wear this glove out when I'm going to the range. I just want to preserve the longevity of this. So yeah, I would not be using this at the range, unless Titleist sponsors me or something like that, which, Titleist, hit your boy up. Anyways though, if you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.